Hello everyone. So this video lesson is all about the limit of a function. Okay, so what is this limit? So in math, okay, a limit describes the value that a function approaches as its input gets closer and closer to a particular value. Okay, so it's a fundamental concept used to define derivatives, integrals, and continuity, but it doesn't depend on the function's actual value at that specific point. So it only considers how the function behaves near that point. Okay, so for a limit to exist at a point, the function must approach the same value from both the left and the right side. So dapat daw parehas siya para magkaroon ng limit or the limit exists. Okay? So meron tayong tinatawag kasi dyan later on, we will explain yung does not exist. The limit does not exist. Okay? So limit, this one is the foundation of our calculus. Okay? So dapat itong part na ito is ma-master ninyo. Okay? So, limit of a function. So, what is this limit of a function? So, let f be a function defined at every number in some open interval containing c, except possibly at the number c itself. Okay, so if the value of f is arbitrarily close to the number L for all the values of x sufficiently close to c, then the limit of f of x as x approaches c is L. So this is written as this one. Okay, so we read this one as limit of f of x as x approaches c is equal to L. So, ganun kung paano natin siya mabasa. Okay, so napakahabang definition kung ano tong limit of a function. But I guess medyo malabo pa. So, let's have an example for you to fully understand this one. Okay, so let's have this example number 1. Evaluate the limit of 3x squared as x approaches positive 2. Okay, using a table of values. So, sa table of values natin, syempre nandyan yung x and y natin. Okay? So, ito lang kung paano siya gawin. So, x and then y. So, mag-draw lang tayo saglit ng ating table of values. Then, okay. So, lakihan natin kasi baka medyo mahaba yung ibang answer na makukuha. Okay, ayan. So, you imagine it's a very straight line na lang. Okay. Ayan. Sorry na sa hindi pantay. Ayan. So, yan yung table of values natin. And then, as you can see here, yung x natin ay 2. X approaches 2. So, isulat natin siya dito sa gitna. So, dito, pag mag-create tayo ng table of values, meron tayong tinatawag na from the left and from the right. Okay? So, yung mga number na, ayan, from the left, okay, papunta sa 2. And then, dito sa right, from the right, papunta sa 2. So, para makuha or para mapunuan natin yung mga boxes dito or yung mga missing part dito sa table of values natin, first is mag-a-assume tayo ng values ng x. Okay? So, since x approaches 2, sabi niya dyan, mag-a-assume tayo ano ba yung mga values, okay? From the left or yung mas mababa sa 2. Okay? So, meron tayo dyan, i-assume natin 1.999 and then papunta sa 1.99 and then 1.9. Okay, so yun yung mga values na mas mababa sa 2. Okay, paano naman pag yung mas mataas sa 2? 2.001, 2.01, and then 2.1. So, ang kinukuha natin or ina-assume natin ay yung mga pinakamalalapit. Okay, pinakamalalapit sa 2 from the left and from the right. Okay? So, next, after nyan, paano naman natin makukuha yung y natin or yung f of x? So, ito pwede din siyang isulat as f of x, okay? So, actually, dapat f of x yan. So, y na lang yung nilagay natin, okay? So, in here, para makuha yung value ng f of x natin or yung y natin, kailangan nating isubstitute yung values ng x doon sa ating original function, which is yung 3x squared. Okay? So, 3x squared. So, if x is 1.9, then you have to substitute it. 3 times 1.9 squared. Okay? So, ang makukuha ninyong sagot dyan, kapag sinolve ninyo, kinalculator or manually man, ang lalabas dyan ay 10.83. Okay? So, isulat natin 10.83. Okay? Then, after nyan, okay? So, after naman yan is yung 1.99. So, ganun lang din. Same procedure. Use the original function. We have 3x squared. Tapos, isubstitute ninyo yung 1.99 doon sa ating x, which is, ayan, 3 times 1.99 squared. Okay? So, ang makukuha ninyong sagot dyan ay 11.8803. Okay? So, 11.8803. Okay? So, yan yung makukuha natin ngayon dyan. Okay? Next naman is 1.999. Okay? So, kapag sinubstitute ninyo yung 1.999 na yan, okay? Ayan. Ang makukuha ninyong sagot dyan ay 11.988003. Ayan, ay sorry. Medyo mahaba. So, we have 11.988003. Okay? So, yun yung makukuha nating sagot. And then, kapag 2 na yung sinubstitute natin, so we have 3x squared is equal to 3 times 2 squared. Okay? So, we have 3 times 2 squared is 4. So, 3 times 4 is 12. Okay? So, we have 12. And then, next is yung 2.001. So, 3x squared is equal to 3 times 2.001 squared. Okay? So, ang makukuha naman ninyong sagot dyan ay 12.012003. Okay, tama ba? Yes, let me double check. Okay, tama. So, we have 12.012003. Okay, next is yung 2.01. So, 3x squared is equal to 3 times 2.01 squared. Okay, so ang makukuha naman nating sagot dyan ay 12.1203. Okay, so lagay lang ulit natin 12.1203. Okay, and then for 2.1 last, we have here 3 times 2.1 squared. So, ang makukuha nating sagot naman dyan ay 13.23. Okay? So, as you can see, as you notice, okay, as x approaches 2, okay, or yung mga values natin, habang papalapit siya sa 2, okay, papalapit naman yung f of x natin or yung y natin sa 12. Okay? Therefore, okay, the limit of 3x squared, okay, as x approaches 2 is equal to 12. So, this will be our final answer. So the limit is 12. Okay? The limit is 12. Next, let's have the second one. So, we have to find the limit of x squared minus 4 over x minus 2. Okay, as x approaches 2. So, let's use again a table of values for this one. So, we have x, tapos yung y or yung f of x natin. Okay? So, again, ito pwede nyo siyang isulat as f of x din. Okay? Lagay ko lang dyan. Okay. So, ito. Oh. So, tig-tatlo na lang ulit. From the left and from the right. Ayan. So, guhitan natin siya. Ayan. Para siyang pa-wave na. Hindi na siya straight line. Ayan. Sige. So, anyways, ayan. So, yung x natin ay 2 ulit. So, ilagay natin siya sa gitna. And then, mag-assume tayo ng numbers again from the left. Okay, ano yung mga numbers na malalapit sa 2. And then, from the right. Okay. So, same lang. So, gamitin na lang natin yung ginamit natin kanina. Okay, 1.99, 1.99. 99, we have 1.9. And then for this one, 2.001, 2.01, and 2.1. And then, let's find the value of the f of x or the y's here. Okay? So, let's just use the original function. So, x squared minus 4 over x minus 2. So, we have here 1.9 yung una natin, squared minus 4 over 1.9 minus 2. Okay, so ang lalabas dyan, kapag sinolve ninyo yan, calculator man or manually yan, okay, ang lalabas dyan ay 3.9. So, isulat natin 3.9. Okay, next is 1.99. So, same procedure lang, isa-substitute nyo lang yung 1.99 sa lahat ng values ng, or sa lahat ng x natin dyan. So, kapag sinolve ninyo yan, 1.99 squared minus 4 over 1.99 minus 2 is 3.99. Okay? So, hindi ko na sinulat dito. Again, isa-substitute lang ninyo. Okay? And then, for 1.999, okay, isa-substitute lang ulit. So, we have 1.999, 999, squared minus 4 over 1.999 minus 2. That would be equal to 3.999. Okay? And then, okay, for 2 naman, sige, itong 2 isulat natin. X squared minus 4 over x minus 2. Okay, so we have here 2. I-substitute natin yung 2 sa lahat ng value ng x. 2 squared minus 4 over 2 minus 2. So as you can see here, 2 squared, we have 4 minus 4 over 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, so 4 minus 4 is 0 over 0. Or, okay, lagi niyong tatandaan kapag nag-0 ang denominator, laging undefined ang sagot natin. Okay, so dito sa part na to, undefined. Okay, hindi siya 0 ha. 0 divided by 0, hindi pwede yon. Okay, undefined yon. Hindi siya 0. Okay? Next is 2.001. Okay, so ganun lang din. X squared minus 4 over x minus 2. So that would be 2.001 squared, okay, minus 4 over 2.001 minus 2. So, pag sinolve natin yan, ang makukuha ninyong sagot ay 4.001. Okay? So, 4.001. And then, for this one, 2.01 naman, kapag sinubstitute ninyo yung 2.01 sa value ng x natin sa original function natin, ang makukuha naman ninyo ay 4.01. And then, for the last one, 2.1, ang makukuha ninyo ay 4.1. Okay? So, i-double check na lang ninyo. Hindi ko na siya sinulat dito isa-isa. Okay? So, as you can see, as you're going to evaluate this one or i-observe ninyo, as x approaches 2, habang papalapit siya sa 2 from the left man or from the right, okay, f of x, okay, ang ating f of x ay papalapit sa 4. Okay, sa 4. Kaso nga lang, dito sa part na to, okay, may restriction siya. Okay? So, naging undefined siya. Kasi nag-0 yung ating, nung sinolve natin siya, naging undefined siya. Therefore, the limit is undefined. So, pag susulat natin siya, the limit of x squared minus 4 over x minus 2 as x approaches to positive 2 is undefined. Though pareha silang papalapit, okay, sa 4, kaso nga lang nung, ayan, nagtagpo na dyan, okay, nag-undefined siya. So, the limit is undefined. Okay? Next is number 3. Investigate the limit of x squared plus 1 as x approaches negative 1 by constructing table of values. So, same lang siya. Let's construct a table of values and investigate the limit of this function. So, x, and then we have here y. Okay, y. So, let's have tig-tatlo na lang din. Ayan. Ayan siya. So, x and y. And then, yung x natin dyan ay yung negative 1. So, isulat natin siya, negative 1. So, ano yung mga values na pwede nating i-assume? Mag-a-assume ulit tayo. Ano yung mga malalapit na values? From the left tayo muna. Start tayo from the left. So, we have negative 1 here. Ay, wait lang. Negative 1.01. We have negative 1.2, then negative 1.5. Okay? And then here naman, we have negative 0.99, negative 0.8, and then negative 0.5. So, ako nag-assume lang ha. Nag-assume lang tayo dito. So, kahit anong values nyo na pwedeng i-assume, basta mas pinakamalapit siya sa given x natin, okay, pwede yan. Okay? Then, yun na. Let's find the values of y. So, isa-substitute lang natin using the original function. So, x squared is equal to, ano yung una natin? Negative 1.5. So, negative 1.5 squared plus 1. So, ang makukuha nating sagot dyan ay 3.25. Okay? So, 3.25. Okay? Same goes with negative 1.2. X squared plus 1 is negative 1.2 squared plus 1. So, that is equal to 2.44. Okay? So, 2.44. O, pag negative 1.01 naman, ang makukuha nating sagot dyan ay 2.0201. Okay? So, pag negative 1.01, yung sinubstitute natin sa value ng x ng original function natin, ang makukuha natin ay 2.0201. Okay? And then, pag negative 1 naman, so let's write it here. Pag negative 1 naman yung x natin, negative 1 squared, okay, plus 1, that is 1 plus 1. So, this is 2. Okay? And then, for negative 0.99, ganun lang din, isa-substitute lang din natin. So, we have negative 0.99 squared plus 1. Okay? So, ang makukuha ninyong sagot dyan ay 1.9801. So, 1.9801. And then, for negative 0.8, pag sinubstitute ninyo yan dun sa original function natin, ang makukuha ninyo ay 1.64. And then, for negative 0.5, ang makukuha naman ninyo ay 1.25. So, i-double check na lang ninyo. So, as you can see, as you investigate, as x approaches negative 1, okay, habang yung mga x natin papalapit siya sa negative 1, okay, yung y natin naman papalapit siya sa 2. Pareho, from the left, ayan, as you can see, papalapit siya sa 2. Tapos dito naman, papalapit siya sa 2. Therefore, our limit is 2. Or, we can write that as limit of, or the limit of x squared plus 1 as x approaches negative, okay, negative 1, ay, mali. Negative 1 is equal to 2. So, our limit here is 2. Okay? At saka, remember ninyo, okay, remember na the limit exists if and only if, okay, yung from the left natin at from the right natin ay papalapit siya sa same number. Okay? Like ito, papalapit siya sa 2. Then, yung right side natin papalapit sa 2. Then, the limit exists, which is 2. Pero, once na may masolve kayo, for example, na itong part na to, from the left, okay, papalapit siya sa 2, pero yung from the right naman natin, nalihis siya, naging papalapit siya sa 5, something like that. 5, 4, or basta malayo na sa 2, okay, the limit does not exist. Or yung tinatawag natin na D and E. Okay, if you encounter something like that, okay, pag magkaiba sila from the left at from the right, okay, ibig sabihin, the limit does not exist. Nag-i-exist lang sila kapag pareho silang, ng patutunguhan. Okay? Pero pag magkaiba sila ng landas, ibig sabihin, hindi nag-i-exist yung limit. Yun yung tatandaan ninyo. Okay? So, that's it for this video lesson. So, hope you understand. Okay? So, thank you so much.